This year, Parliament will vote on whether to renew Britain's ageing Trident nuclear weapons system. With such an historic opportunity on hand to see Britain scrap its nukes altogether, submarine engineer turned whistleblower William McNelly decided to break his silence and spoke exclusively to RT.
I didn't release my report to discredit the Crown. I didn't release my report to discredit the Royal Navy. I released my report because safety and security at the site's not being taken seriously, because it's a risk to the people and it's a risk to the land and it's a clear danger.
In May 2015, McNeely leaked a report exposing 30 safety and security failures documented over his 3-month tour on board one of Britain's vanguard submarines.
A patrol after Christmas, which lasted over 3 months. On the patrol, I earned my dolphins, which symbolises, passing your watch phase of the submarine qualification, which basically means you're a fully qualified submariner, and then you get your dolphins. Do a ceremony on board. It's basically the captain, he hands you rum, you drink the rum and you get your dolphins. You don't even need your dolphins, you don't even need to be part of the Navy. Just you yourself, any logical thinking person, anyone with half a functioning brain cell can understand the risks. Yeah, another thing that people do is you throw all the whistleblowers into like one pile, like Snowden, Chelsea Manning and all that. But if you actually look at what I did and you look at what they've done, and you start to see that we're polar opposites. And the polar opposites in the sense that they released information because of their concern for too much security, which I believe would put people at risk. Whereas I released information for a concern for security. I wanted security increased. I wanted the defence of the country increased. My concern wasn't to bring them in dispute. My concern wasn't to lower security and put people at risk. My concern was to help the people to increase security and remove a threat. So if you look at what Snowden done and what I'd done, you start to see that we're polar opposites, and maybe that's why we were treated different. If you get a list of all the disadvantages, it'll be huge. You could write books and books on it, and then they have one vague reason for keeping the Trident system, and that one vague reason is they say it's a deterrent be fought. And is it a deterrent for the wars we fought recently? Afghanistan. Does it deter the people that were radicalised in Afghanistan? No. All it does is create a target for those people who were radicalised in Afghanistan. So it's not a deterrent for those people. It's a neutral. It doesn't deter them because they know we won't use nuclear weapons in their countries. So it doesn't deter them. All it is an attraction by the people who are radicalised to carry out an attack on our homeland that could bring the UK to its knees. At the airport, you have your bags checked. They don't check your bags, any boxes you're bringing on board, you're bringing through. They don't check any of that, and their attitude is all you need to get on board is just a couple of fake IDs, and terrorist groups like ISIS have already shown that they can produce legitimate documents. Thousands of Royal Navy IDs go missing every year as well, so they could come across one. The increasing numbers within the UK of radicalised people increases the risk of them just coming across an ID. Going on that patrol, I think there was 181 people on board. They're all bringing on big bags unchecked. All it would take was for one of them to have a bomb. I didn't go on the run. It was never my intention to go on the run, because it was my intention to release a report while on holiday and then hand myself in while still on holiday, so that it wasn't up. Some newspapers said I had top secret files on my phone and I was on the run and I was learning to speak Russian. That's what they said. They're trying to that was 2 days after, or 1 day after I released my report. They're saying he was learning to speak Russian, he's got top secret files on his phone and he's on the run, trying to make me look like a traitor, basically. Not someone who's released a safe document that doesn't contain any top secret information. All it contains is safety and security concerns. It even shows my concern for top secret information left unguarded. This idea where I'm a traitor who's learned Russian. I've never learned Russian in my life, so you made that up. No offense to the Russians, but I've never tried to learn their language. Another thing they said was, "Oh, he's crazy. Don't listen to him," stuff like that. Because if I am crazy, well, then they're saying they've let a crazy Russian Scottish nationalist spy on board, give him access to all this top secret information. Let me climb inside the equipment section of a nuclear warhead. I love the job. I got a lot of friends in the Navy. I've got nothing against the Navy. The Trident system doesn't reflect the whole Navy. The Navy's, I would still argue, the Royal Navy's still the best Navy in history. It's not the people that come first, it's not the land, it's not safety that comes first. They have shown in their own document, not just my report, you don't have to listen to me, you can go do your own research and prove it yourself. They have shown that they'll put nuclear weapons above the people and above the land. They've shown that they're willing to lie just to protect the image of nuclear weapons, just so they can keep them.
Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn wants to see Trident nukes consigned to history, but his party is split on the issue. I asked McNelly how the case for disarmament could be won.
If the UK gets rid of its nuclear weapons, you've still got the deterrent there. They don't need them. We're not going to be attacked. We're not going to be invaded as soon as they go. Anyone who thinks that we're going to be invaded as soon as they vote no on trains renewal, they're insane. They're literally insane. Why would anyone invade the UK? They need to act not just for us, but for future generations to create a sustainable system. And think about the cost as well. What else wins votes? Making cuts doesn't win votes. And they don't have to make as much cuts if they cut out Trident. You got floods, police, fire brigade, NHS are real defences that we use every single day, that people need. Times have changed, it's a new world, and they need to wake up, create real change, create a sustainable system.